Good evening, everybody, and welcome to this evening's winter weather update. So, Winter Storm Blair is already impacting the Pacific Northwest this evening with a lot of snow across portions of Washington, Oregon, California, and Montana. And as we go through the overnight and into tomorrow morning, snow will move across the Rockies and freezing rain will begin to fall across Kansas with snow into Nebraska and Missouri as we go into 4 o'clock Central Time tomorrow afternoon. Going into tomorrow night, early Sunday morning, a very heavy swath of freezing rain is expected to set up across central Kansas through Missouri, sleet to the north, and then snow across Nebraska, Kansas into Missouri and Illinois as our storm system strengthens. And by the time we're going into Sunday afternoon, 4 p.m. Central Time, we are looking at very heavy snow across all of the Midwest from Kansas through West Virginia and Virginia. And we're looking at a lot of heavy freezing rain across Missouri, southern Illinois, central Kentucky, northeastern Tennessee, producing a lot of ice accretion into Sunday afternoon. Going into Sunday night, a lot of heavy snow moves into Pennsylvania, Maryland, Delaware, New Jersey, Ohio. A lot of freezing rain across the northern Tennessee Valley into West Virginia and Virginia as well. And then into Monday afternoon, the storm system moves offshore, but we still see snow across New Jersey, Pennsylvania, into Long Island, and some wraparound snow across the Tennessee Valley all the way into early Tuesday morning. So this is going to lead to some very heavy snowfall accumulations. Taking a look at the GFS model, looking at a large swath, seeing between 1 to 2 feet of snow across southeast Nebraska, northern Kansas, southern Iowa, northern Missouri, central Illinois, Indiana, Ohio. A very heavy snow is going to fall across these areas, so make sure you're preparing for this very heavy snowfall event across the Midwest. Into Pennsylvania, southern New Jersey, Maryland, northern Virginia, West Virginia, you're looking at about 6 inches to 14 inches of snow. So still looking at a lot of heavy snow, even across areas of the mid-Atlantic and Northeast. Make sure you're preparing for that as well across areas of the mid-Atlantic. Taking a look at our European model snowfall accumulations, the European model has a bullseye across Kansas of about 1.5 to 2 feet of snow, across Missouri through southern Illinois, Indiana, Kentucky about 6 to 12 inches of snowfall accumulation, into southern Ohio, West Virginia, through Maryland, Delaware. The European model is giving a good 6 to 21 inches of snow. So if the European model verifies, we could be seeing a lot of heavy snow across Virginia into the DC area and the Delmarva. So make sure you're preparing for that across this region. And then taking a look at the Canadian model. Canadian model has the lowest snowfall accumulations of all the models, but still looking at 1 to 2 feet of snow in southeast Nebraska, northeast Kansas, northern Missouri, southwestern Iowa, and then through Illinois, Indiana, Kentucky, Ohio, West Virginia, about 6 to 9 inches in the Canadian model, through Maryland, Delaware, northern Virginia, looking at about 6 to 12 inches of snow and up to 2 feet of snow in the mountains of West Virginia, about 5 to 8 inches across much of Pennsylvania. So please make sure you're preparing for this heavy snowfall event across the Midwest and Mid-Atlantic. Unfortunately, this is also going to create a major ice storm. Looking at our ice accretion map, we're looking at between 1/10 and a third of an inch of ice across Kansas, across southern Missouri. A very dangerous ice accretion is possible, with the GFS model putting up to 1.5 inches of ice accretion in southeastern Missouri. Personally, I don't think there's going to be 1.5 inches of ice accretion, but I think there could be up to 1 inch of ice across southern Missouri. So make sure you're really preparing for this ice storm across Missouri, southern Illinois, southern Indiana, northern Kentucky. You all could see up to 1 inch of ice accretion from this. Into West Virginia, Maryland, Delaware, Kentucky, you could see as much as 1/2 inch of ice accretion, between 1/10 and 1/2 inch of ice accretion. So this is going to create major power outages, unfortunately, for millions of people across the Midwest. So please be preparing for this ice storm as well across the Midwest. And closing off our video with our National Weather Service watches, warnings, and advisories map. A lot of winter weather advisories in the purples, winter storm warnings across Montana, Nebraska, Kansas, Missouri, Illinois, southwestern Iowa in the pinks. Winter storm watches in the blues across much of Illinois, Indiana, Ohio, Kentucky, southwestern Virginia. And we even have an ice storm warning across southeastern Missouri. So please be preparing for this major winter storm. It's going to begin tomorrow morning and will really get going as we go through the day, Saturday into Sunday, and even Monday across the Midwest. Thanks for watching this evening's winter weather update. Please stay safe and have a wonderful evening, my friends.